Hola, amigos. Every few months or so, I guess, I get like addicted to those Reddit stories on YouTube. Like, the ones where they have the Subway Surfers on top. It's brain rot and I'm susceptible to it. But anyway, now that I have my own channel and free will, I'm gonna do my own. So now we're gonna judge people on the internet because judging people is fun. What? Okay, you're the asshole. I have 4 stories. And I picked them out just based on the title, so I haven't read them yet. So I'm going to read them for the first time. First story. Am I the a-hole for giving my daughter $60 a week, but my son nothing? So right off the bat, I'm thinking it could go either way. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt and say no, because I think as a parent, you know what's best. And I feel like you wouldn't give your daughter something for no reason and then your son nothing for, like, if he didn't do anything. So let's have a look. I, 45 female, have 2 kids, 17 female and 15 male. We moved earlier this year to be closer to my parents, as my parents' health is declining. My daughter was excited about the move, but my son has struggled to adjust. Due to the move, my job shifted to hybrid, and I needed a work-from-home setup. My bedroom is too small, and the only options were the lounge or one of my kids' rooms during school hours. I proposed this to them. My son flat out refused. No way in hell. But my daughter offered her room and half joked about charging me rent for the space. I thought it was fair as I get $20 a day work from home allowance. I agreed to give it to her if she was okay with me setting up a small office in her room. I work from 8:30 to 5, and she usually starts homework right after I finish, so it's all worked out well. Now the issue. My son is pissed that his sister's getting $60. I don't do regular allowances, just canteen money, about $10 a week, and other needs as they come up. I told him he had the same opportunity and was now shit out of luck. He got angry and brought up the move, saying he never gets to see his friends. For the record, I drive them back to visit every 2 weeks for visits. I told him I understood his feelings, but said I wouldn't tolerate being spoken to like shit. He then started an argument with his sister too, going in on her for being an opportunistic bitch, and she called him a whiny little a-hole. To cool off, I offered one of them the option to stay at their grandparents for the night, not as a punishment, but to break the tension. My son opted to go, and while dropping him off, my mum told me I was favouring my daughter and should be paying them equally. My dad disagreed, saying my son had the chance and was out of luck. Am I the a-hole? ETA, the conversation took place over the course of the afternoon, and I didn't immediately agree to the deal with my daughter. I offered it to my son first, who reiterated, hell no, and get the F out of my room. I also should mention the reason I have the smallest room is due to lack of insulation in the ceiling and flooring, making it damp. And as we're heading into the winter, I wasn't sending either kid in there. The room also fits a single bed and set of drawers, with essentially no other space at all. We own the house in Auckland, New Zealand, and I don't have the spare cash to get it insulated at the moment, or even fit any equipment to work from home in there. Okay, that's a lot. Like, she's been voted as the a-hole. I don't know if I agree. I think, from what she said, the son did have a chance to take the offer, but then I guess it says that the daughter asked for the money. That's kind of weird. I don't understand why you'd give the daughter the money, but it makes sense why the son wouldn't get any. But it also makes sense why he's mad that his sister's getting so, like, paid just to give up her room when she's not even there. I don't know if I would say the a-hole, but I think, I don't know, I give people a lot of slack. I think I would personally say no one is the a-hole. I think you're a bit weird for giving your daughter money to use her room, but I mean, oh god, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna read some of the comments because I'm not a very good judge apparently. Oh, 60 a week. Oh yeah, that is a lot of money. I wasn't really thinking about it. And she is only 17, and it's really weird that she asked for money to use her room. The mum is kind of being, like, leaning towards, and the son is a little bit. I feel like everyone is a little bit, like, jerky in this story. Let's go to the next one then. Am I the a-hole for taking my girlfriend's dad to court? Okay. Probably. Made a whole account for the first time because my friend said this would make for a good story here. I, 19 male, have been dating my girlfriend, 18 female, for about a year. A couple of weeks ago, I got pulled over while driving home from her place, and just my luck, the officer who pulled me over was her dad. Gosh, that's horrible. Although very awkward, he kept it purely professional, said I was speeding and gave me a ticket. Oof. Now, if I was speeding, this would have been perfectly fine, but the problem is, I wasn't. I have a dash cam that logs GPS and speed data, and I checked it as soon as I got home. It clearly shows I was going under the speed limit the entire time. That's also illegal. Oh, actually, I think that's just on the motorway. Never mind. Never mind. I don't know laws. I told my girlfriend I'm planning to fight the ticket in court. She's really upset and says it's going to cause a lot of tension with her family. She thinks I should just pay the fine and move on, even if I wasn't speeding. From my point of view, this isn't about her dad personally, it's purely about not wanting any marks against my license. She feels that by taking it to court, I'm basically accusing her dad of either lying or making a serious mistake, and that could put him in a really difficult position professionally and personally. She's worried that this is going to cause a rift not just between me and her dad, but possibly between her dad and her as well, for being associated with me. I get where she's coming from, and I don't want to disrespect her dad or damage the relationship I've built with him. Honestly, we've always gotten along well. He's a tough guy, but I respect him a lot, and I know he's just doing his job. I've never had a ticket before, and I pay for my own car and insurance, so something like this could raise my rates and stick with me, especially being so young. I'm not trying to be difficult, dramatic, or disrespectful, but I just don't think it's right to let something slide that could impact me long term, especially when I have clear evidence that I wasn't speeding. I'm still planning on fighting the ticket. I have the dashcam footage, I know I wasn't speeding, but my girlfriend is incredibly upset. She's been distant ever since I told her, and lately she's barely talking to me. I can tell she's really hurt and stressed about the whole thing. She keeps saying I'm choosing a stupid traffic ticket over her and her family, which is technically true, but that ticket comes with a lot more than just a one-time fine. I don't want to take the blame for something I didn't do, so I've already pled not guilty and have the court hearing scheduled for a few weeks out. I think this is the right move by putting my future first. Wow. I wouldn't say you're the a-hole. I think her dad is. Because, firstly, she said, I'm basically accusing her dad of either lying or making a serious mistake. Accusing, that's what he did. He either lied or made a serious mistake. And it could put him in a difficult position professionally. If it wasn't your boyfriend and it was some random stranger who took him to court and you didn't have the option, it would have happened anyway. Also, I'm pretty sure, I feel like as a cop, you don't just pull people over for no reason. I think he knew it was the boyfriend and he pulled him over because he's like angry that he's dating his daughter. Because I think a lot of dads would do that, especially if you're a cop. I've heard stories like that where the cop dads they like threaten the daughter's boyfriends. So I think that's what's happening, and it's not fair that your girlfriend like I understand she's upset that it's her dad, but like your dad's actions is the reason that it's happening. I don't think he did anything wrong. He's right. That's gonna affect him, and it puts points on your license. I don't think anyone would want that. Yeah, okay, not the a-hole, but your girlfriend's being unfair as hell. You didn't go looking for a fight, right? Her dad wrote a bogus ticket, right? And you've got proof that it's BS. Right. That's not choosing to ticket over her family. That's not letting someone screw up your insurance record and money for no reason. Yeah, that's what I was essentially saying. I agree. The dad is in the wrong. You're completely fine. Let's move to the next one. Am I the a-hole for not correcting my ex's family when they introduced me as their daughter-in-law in a party? Okay. It depends on if he's remarried. If he's remarried, yeah. If he's not, it's not necessary to specify, I guess. Unless, like, he asked you not to. Okay. This is a bit of a mess, so bear with me. I, 30 female, have a 1-year-old son with Liam, 29 male, who is married to his husband, Josh. What? Okay, wait, sorry, I forgot bi people exist. Okay. Yes, I know how that sounds pretty fucking crazy. Liam and I had an affair about 2 years. Okay. You're the asshole. We had an affair about 2 years ago. He was already married to Joss at the time. That's what affair means. We were co-workers. Things got too close, and one thing led to another. Also, and is spelled wrong. To be fair, I didn't know he was married. Right? When I found out I was pregnant, Liam came clean to Josh, and everything exploded. Rightfully so. Surprised Josh stayed with him. But despite how awful the situation was, everyone decided to put the baby first. Okay, fair enough. Josh chose to stay with Liam and work through things. Nice of him, but a bit dumb. And I've always made it clear that I don't want to be with Liam. I just want to co-parent well. Okay. Surprisingly, Liam's parents have been incredibly kind to me. I think they were just thrilled to have a grandchild. They help out with the baby, buy him things, and even invite me to family functions. They call me family a lot, which I assumed was just their way of being warm and inclusive for the sake of the baby. The issue happened last week. Liam's parents threw a big party. They are quite rich socialites. Oh, that's why you wanted to get in there. Extended family, old friends, lots of people I didn't know. I was there with my son, and Liam and Josh were also there. At one point, Liam's mum introduced me to a group of guests as the mother of our precious grandson. I was taken aback, but I just smiled awkwardly and didn't correct her. Okay. But that's what you are, the mother of her grandchild. The guests all smiled and congratulated me, assuming I was married to Liam. I noticed Josh go quiet, and later he left the party early. The next day, Josh texted me that he was humiliated, that I should have corrected them, especially since I know the kind of scrutiny he always gets as Liam's husband, the curse of homophobia. He said I stood there and let everyone think he was the third wheel. I told him I didn't mean any harm, I just didn't want to cause a scene or embarrass anyone, but now I'm second guessing myself. Liam is trying to stay out of it, but he did say that while his parents were out of line, he also thinks I should have gently clarified the truth. I honestly don't think it would have mattered much in the moment, and I didn't want to cause an embarrassing scene there. There's an error in the title. I didn't explain. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Firstly, his parents are. No, actually, they're fine. They didn't say daughter-in-law. I got confused by the title. They said the mother of the grandson. Technically, she is. But if people were assuming that you were together, you should have. Especially because his husband was there. And I think they're right for feeling upset. You should have said something. I mean, yeah, it's not your place to make things awkward or whatever you said it was. But, I don't know. Firstly, I don't buy the thing like, oh, to be fair, I didn't know he was married. Okay. I don't like Liam. He had an affair. He cheated on his husband with a woman and had a baby with her. That's like multiple levels of effed up. So, I don't like either of you. I know you say you didn't know, but I honestly don't buy that because. Okay, you know that's unfair. Maybe you really didn't know. I wouldn't go as far to say you're an a-hole for that. You should have said something though. I guess technically you didn't really do anything wrong, but yeah, you should have said something. But I wouldn't say you're an a-hole. Liam is. Don't like him. Let's just move to the next one then. And this is the last one, by the way, in case you were wondering. Okay. Am I the a-hole for refusing to leave work to help my family? Yes. I only okay, maybe there has to be a plot twist because yes, family comes first. Unless you are dirt poor, which you're probably not because you're spending extra time posting on Reddit. But I mean, okay, I'm not judging yet until I read it. Let's just read it. I, 26 female, have a job that is fully remote, which I am very thankful for. You're the asshole. You're working from home. Okay. Last year, my fiance and I bought a house 5 minutes from our families. God. I'm just gonna read. For context, my sister, 31 female, lives at home with my parents and is in and out of jobs at a rapid pace. My parents, 69 female and 72 male, are retired and their only income is SSI. I assume that's like some senior citizens thing. My sister is a single mom of 2 kids, and one of the kids is possibly autistic. They are waiting on an evaluation to confirm. My sister is currently out of jobs and fights with my father often. Oof, tough. Not like tough, like, oh, that's sad. I try to help out where I can, like occasionally picking one of the kids up from school, coming over on the weekend, etc. There was a time when I almost acted like a second parent with how much I was helping, but my fiance has helped me to recognize what is a normal family dynamic and try and stick to that. Okay. When I help out during the week, it's after my assigned work is finished and I can make up time if I leave or count it as my lunch, 30 minutes. I try to only help out during the week if it was something that time away can be I try to only help out during the week if it is something that time away can be estimated. So if it is over the time of lunch, I can tell my manager and make up time. Okay, I think I understand. I just got a call immediately asking for me to come over 15 minutes into my shift. There is fighting and the baby is not cooperating. I advised that I could I advised that I couldn't, I'm at work, and was yelled at and then hung up on. Where I may be the a-hole, I called back and left a voicemail explaining my job is serious, and if I'm not showing up to my job, I have grounds for termination. If I'm termed, I don't have money to give, and then they'll be effed. I said I'm not sure where you got the notion that I can always leave, but I can't bend over at God's will. Am I the a-hole for refusing and doubling down? ETA, I'm appreciative of the kind comments. The only thing I ask is please stop telling me to move. I'm in a mortgage that we got last year and do not have thousands of dollars to provide in closing costs, let alone enough equity in the house or savings to buy another house. Things aren't that simple. We also have great tax benefits. Okay, so it's just telling why I can't move. I don't think you're the a-hole. You're right. You don't have. At first I thought you meant like your kids, and I was like, yeah, but no. Your sister is a full-grown woman, and being a single mom is hard. But she has her parents' help, and she should be able to figure it out without. And like, it's nice that you help her when you can, but you can't just be expected to drop everything that you have going on, and yeah, just bend over backwards for her, as you said. You can't expect people to do that for you. Like, she's your sister, not your nanny, and she's already helping you enough. You're not the a-hole. I think your sister's probably trying her best. I'm not gonna say she's an a-hole for that, because it doesn't really seem like. Oh yes, you were yelled at and then hung up on. I can maybe say that was because of stress. Because if at the time she's going through something and the baby is like crying, and she's probably stressed out, maybe that can just go up to stress. So I'm not gonna judge the sister too much. The parents, there's not much on the parents, so I think they're okay. I don't think anyone is, but I think people might have different opinions. I don't like judging people because you never really know the situation, like why they did something, why they thought something. So maybe this was not a good idea for me to do, but I think I think I'm not a very good judge because I just want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt and cut slack for everyone. That's probably why I always end up giving people so many second chances. At the end, I think we had one a-hole, was it? No, I think we had none. Let me go back. I don't think I gave the a-hole status to anyone except the girlfriend's father in the second story. Oh, and the affair partner and his parents. I gave them an a-hole, but they weren't even the main characters. Yeah, okay, maybe I wasn't a good judge. I was too nice. Next time I'll be more firm and mean, and I'll read the comments and judge properly. But for now, I guess that's all. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Okay, thank you. Bye.